This conference will now be recorded.
Hey guys, it's Stacy from Star Stuff Travel. Today we're doing an interview with an annual pass holder from Universal Orlando Resort, which I'm so excited about because it's one of my favorite destinations. And I'm excited to have you guys hear all about the benefits that you can get as being an annual pass holder. So let's dive into it. Hey Michael,
Hey, Stacy.
hope you're staying safe and everything's good where you are.
Everything's good. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to go to Universal Orlando as of recent, but I've had some pretty good memories over the past year of using my Universal Orlando annual pass.
That's awesome. I know it's such a stinky time right now for a lot of people, but I figured let's get them excited and give them something to look forward to. So let's dive into those questions to find out why it's so great to be an annual pass holder for Universal Orlando. So let me ask you, why exactly did you choose an annual pass for Universal Orlando?
So, first off, growing up with Universal and all of their movie properties and being at both Universal Orlando and Hollywood with the studio tour, I would have, gone to Universal just as much, whether or not I had the annual pass. But since the annual pass, I feel is such a great value in the market of theme park annual passes, it's an incredible value when you compare to a lot of the competitors' annual passes. I would say that it really does pay for itself within like one or two visits. It's very, very, you get a lot for your money with the Universal annual pass with the events going on. Which if you don't have any questions that go along with it, I'm sure I'm going to bring up the seasonal events they have for Universal. But I just think it's a really great value, and I love the destinations.
Well, you gave me a great leadway into my second question already, which is what is your favorite part of having an annual pass? And it sounds like it might be those seasonal events. So definitely tell me a little bit more about, is there a seasonal event that's your favorite? What is your favorite part of that?
To be honest, my favorite would have to be split into two. It would have to be between Universal's Mardi Gras celebration and Universal's Halloween Horror Nights, where I think they really carved out a space that any of the other theme parks really can't match at this point because it's just so cool, especially for I feel like my age group and younger travelers. It is the I would say hands down the premier Halloween, fall themed uh, theme park attraction for that time of year and for that age range. But so Halloween Horror Nights is a huge one, which also is you get a free night of that with um, the Universal Annual Pass, the premiere. Um, so I mean, right off the bat, you get access to one of those seasonal events, but you also get access to the Mardi Gras, which is another. It's another one of those events that I feel like hasn't been covered in a lot of unless you've been to New Orleans during during Mardi Gras. I feel like it's a pretty authentic experience, and there's even they have a parade that is completely themed around Mardi Gras with different types of animals or different types of a different theme. I think every year for the Universal Parade, it's a really awesome experience. Even you get to if you're a annual pass holder, you get priority in participating in the parade for Mardi Gras, which is insane. But they always have great food stands, no matter what the event. But they do change it, with the themes, they change it up for each event that's going on at certain times of the year. Um, but besides that, just the discounts on the hotels which is always nice. If you're going to be down there, you know that if you have an annual pass, that actual park days are covered, but also to get that hotel stay and have that be discounted too is also just it just adds to the value. It's kind of an insane value when you think about it. And other things like parking benefits and discount if you're going to be in City Walk, especially when on the later nights of one of the seasonal events, you get discounts on shopping in City Walk, so you really get the full package. And again, it's just a really, and I'm not even trying to be salesy. It's when you think about it, it's just a great value. When you look at the spectrum of theme parks, and even just like looking at things to do, it's really not a lot of money for. It's probably not what you'd think it would be. Price-wise.
No, for sure. Price-wise, there's no comparison to an annual pass. Of course, as a travel agent, I know that the price for the annual pass is, extremely, extremely a great value, and for all that you get. Now, not sounding salesy, I want to go back to the fact that you're able to participate in that Mardi Gras parade, because I know you've actually participated. I know you're in a video where you were actually on a float that was in the parade. So it's not just about participating, maybe watching the parade, but you were actually on a real float in their Mardi Gras parade. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so like I said, if you have an annual pass, you get priority to participate in the Mardi Gras parade for their seasonal event, for the Mardi Gras celebration. If you put in a request on the website, you have a higher chance of being selected if you have the annual pass to be on a Mardi Gras float and throw beads on one of their Mardi Gras parades. It's really crazy. It's a lot of fun. I would say do that one night and watch the parade another night, because they're two completely different experiences. And I would say that obviously being on the float is awesome. It's crazy. Like you can't believe it. It's a ton of fun, and everyone's like, you're throwing beads and everyone's begging you for beads, and you're just throwing it into this giant crowd. But also, watching the parade and seeing all of the different floats that you wouldn't see if you were on one of them. It's crazy. It's just a little extra thing that you wouldn't think that you would get or that they would do, but they do it, and it's a great value for what you get. It's a lot of fun.
It's crazy. It seems very almost like VIP, very special. It makes you feel like they really, that you're different than everybody, and it's just something that's very neat that they offer. And like you said, many people don't know about it. So
yeah, you get a lot of that on top of being able to go in at any point of the year that you really want. There are some select nights that you're obviously not allowed when there are special events going on, but those are pre-posted before the events happen. But yeah, it's just they add a ton of value on top of being able to go annually anytime you want.
It leads me into, you're doing great with leading me into these questions. It's going so smooth, because it leads me into, all right, tell me about, now we know about this kind of hidden gem of the, being in the parade, but tell us about, are there any secret places for annual pass holders sprinkled around the parks? Anything we don't know about? Any certain little spots that they have for just you guys?
So yeah, they do have some physical spots. One that springs to mind is the Coke Lounge, because it's right up in center. Once you come into the park, make a right down towards where Terminator 2 used to be. It's by the drugstore. I think they do ice cream. It's right by there. It's the Universal Annual Pass Coke Lounge, and it's really cool. Especially when it's August and it's super duper hot. It's completely air conditioned. It's nice to come in and cool off. But they also have these seasonal pins as they give out there for annual pass holders. They gave out when they were doing the new Hagrid ride. They were giving out seasonal pins just for the opening of that ride. So make sure to hit that up when you're going there. But to stay on topic with the heat and beating the heat, they have this. I don't know if they have this anywhere else because I haven't seen it, but they have this Arctic Coke machine that you pick a specific soft drink like a Sprite. I personally go for Sprite, but there's all Coke products and all these different soft drinks that you can put into this machine. So you have your Coke, you put it into this machine, and it instantly, within seconds, not even 15 seconds, 10 seconds, it's frozen into a slushie. It's still in the bottle. It's pretty crazy. I would look that up online if you get the chance. Look up Arctic Coke machine or Universal Orlando Coke Lounge, Annual Pass Coke Lounge, or something like that. You should find it. It's actually it's pretty crazy because I haven't seen it anywhere else. And it's obviously nice to cool off, but it's also kind of fun because you go there, you cool off, you get your seasonal pin, you do this really cool slushy machine that is kind of weird because it's the Coke is still in the Coke bottle.
So how do you drink it if it's in the Coke bottle? Do you get a straw or something?
No. It's like the perfect slushy. It's not too thick. It's not like it freezes it or anything. I think I don't even know how they do it. But it turns into this slush drink that you can just drink it straight from the bottle. And it's cold. It's nice and cold. It's air conditioned there. So that's the one that springs straight to mind because that's the one I'll usually either hit up when I'm on my way back or when I'm first entering the park to grab my drink.
Perfect for a 95-degree day in the Orlando weather. It definitely sounds like the perfect place to cool down. Do they have places in there for you to charge your cell phones or any of your electronic devices?
Yes, I actually think they do. And they have certain different booths. They have places you could sit and lounge around. You're welcome to stay there. It's not like you go in, get your Coke, and go out. You're absolutely welcome to stay there. There's most of the actual area is a lounge, so you're able to go in and cool off and have a drink and just kind of relax.
That's awesome. So another special perk for being an annual pass holder. That's really, again, the added value that you get as being a pass holder. I love it. So this next question, it really has nothing to do with being an annual pass holder. I'm just kind of curious, what is your favorite attraction when you're either in Universal or you're at Islands of Adventure? What is your must do when you're down there?
So I would say that it definitely pertains to the annual pass because you end up going on, hopefully all of the rides when you're there because you have the days that you're able to spend with the annual pass. But I would say my favorite ride of all time in Universal is going to actually be in Islands of Adventure. It's going to be the Spider-Man ride, just because not only is Spider-Man my absolute favorite property, and it's kind of crazy that it's in Universal. They have that whole Marvel Superhero Island, which is it's themed around the comics rather than the cinematic universe, which is kind of, to be honest, refreshing. But the Spider-Man ride at the time it came out was a technical marvel, like the comic books, Marvel Comics. No,
yep.
it was mixing the 3D projection with the ride technology and the actual practical effects. It was one of a kind at the time, and I'm really glad that they improved upon that, which leads into my second favorite ride, which would be Harry Potter's the castle one, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. That's a world-class ride. I would say that is again, I love Spider-Man. It's probably my favorite ride, but the ride I was most impressed with in my entire life in a theme park would be Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. It is just with the ride technology, with the crane arm, and the mix of practical effects and the visual 3D effects. It is just it's super ambitious, and they really don't make them like that anymore. I think that Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey was just on the cusp of when they all theme parks started switching over to screen rides.
Yeah.
But hopefully, I've heard that a lot of the theme parks are switching back from that and adding a lot more practical effects and animatronics, which are there's a lot of people that go to these theme parks that are super into the actual technology and the animatronics and just that's my biggest thing is dark rides. So Universal has some world class dark rides and some really awesome thrill rides like the Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, Hulk. They really have everything. They have everything, and you really don't. If you have a family that is kind of spreads the gambit of the different rides, everyone will get what they want out of both of the parks.
Do you have any thoughts on Epic Universe? Do you have any thoughts on what to expect, what you're excited about?
On Epic Universe, yeah, the entirety of the supposed Mario Land, which hopefully that's one of the rides that I've heard is blending back in animatronics with the 3D, the screens and the visual effects. I think that would just be so big. I think that would be bigger than anything at this time. I just think that that so many people love Mario and the property, and just I think it would be it's perfect. You could do so many things with that. You could do the Mario Kart ride, which is rumored to happen. You could just do so many different things with that, technology wise and idea ride wise. So I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, I just can't wait for that one.
Yeah, it's going to be really epic. Not to sound corny, but they definitely picked the right verbiage for that park. It's definitely going to be epic. It's going to be amazing. So before we head out, do you have any final thoughts or advice to, let's say, someone that is going to Universal Orlando for a vacation this year, just one time, they might go 2 times. Do you have anything you would say to them to entice them to maybe think about the annual pass, or any type of, reviews or anything that you can share as final thoughts?
Absolutely. I would say that the annual pass really lifts a weight off your shoulders to get everything done. And it really makes you appreciate the little things like the Blues Brothers in the New York section of Universal Studios, or, the entirety of Springville, the Simpsons.
Oh, for the Simpsons land. Yes.
Yeah. To be able to explore and just the food. That's another thing with the annual pass. You're able to go around and relax and enjoy your meal, not worry that you're not hitting everything, all of the different rides that you want to. It makes for a really relaxing day, and it makes you look at the park in a whole new way, and you're able to really enjoy the rides for what they are. You're able to enjoy all of the food and just really get immersed. And the discounts, they really don't help. They really don't help. They really help also add to that, experience of, it's just relaxation. It's not supposed to be a stressful time. I know everyone thinks that taking a vacation to a theme park is like this stressful thing, but if you do it the right way, it doesn't have to be. It really doesn't have to be. It could be something that if you're into it, it's better than going to relax on a beach somewhere. So yeah, I feel like the annual pass really allows you to experience these theme parks in a different way. That and it's just such a great value that after going once or twice, it pays itself off. It's really a no-brainer.
It does sound like it. It really does. I know you've talked me into possibly grabbing one of those annual passes when we get to start traveling again. And I'd love to thank you. And I really would just, let the viewers know we're here and ready to go when Universal Orlando Resorts opens back up. And Michael, it was a pleasure chatting with you. I wish you well and hope you stay safe. And thank you so much for spending some time with us tonight talking all about Universal.
Yeah, have a good night, everyone. I would say one more thing to just, when this all opens back up, go to the horror makeup show in Universal Studios. I would say that's my one hidden gem. It's not my favorite thing, but it's definitely something that you got to hit up while you're there.
Perfect. All right, that gives you guys something to look forward to. So thanks again for everything, and I hope everyone has a great day.